Hi, thanks very much for clicking on the video link. My name is Natalie Armstrong-Motin, and this is another in the series of Idle Chat videos for the American Bar Association's Section 4 Dispute Resolution. And I want to introduce you to a colleague who lives just north of Phoenix. This is Alexis. Hi, Alexis.
Good morning, Natalie. How are you?
Doing very well, thanks. Hey, thanks for being brave enough to join me for an Idle Chat.
Happy to be here this morning. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, excellent. So you know the name of the game. We shuffle the cards and then we really do have an idle chat. So
Perfect.
Mix things up here a little bit and off we go. Alexis, what is your least favorite household chore?
Oh, I was hoping I'd get this one. It is by far unloading the dishwasher. I despise unloading the dishwasher. I don't know what it is. I don't mind loading it. I don't mind washing the dishes, but when they're clean, I do not want to put them away.
Okay. All right. Well, luckily you live with other people and you can outsource that end of the thing.
I try.
Next question. What is the best holiday at your house?
Oh, wow. Well, we celebrate a lot of holidays here. I'm going to have to go with Halloween because, you know, I do have kids and they're just a lot of fun in terms of making costumes and wanting to put up decorations. And I enjoy personally seeing the trick-or-treaters, trying to have something a little bit spooky for them, but not so terrifying that they don't want to come to the door. And I like to dress up myself. I've always loved Halloween. And I think that's going to be my choice. I also really enjoy fall. And we don't get a lot of true fall here in the desert, but with Halloween decorations and pumpkins and fake dried leaves, I can at least pretend for a week or two that it's fall here in the desert.
Well, that's what Halloween is all about.
Absolutely. It's all pretend.
All pretend. All right. Now I know when to come visit you. What is your favorite app on your telephone?
Oh, I like Headspace, which is a meditation app. And it's got meditations. Now they even have stretching and some other kinds of physical movement type meditations on there. They have soothing music if you're having trouble falling asleep. But what I love is the meditations are lots of different lengths. And what I find sometimes, especially if I'm early to a meeting or maybe even stuck in traffic, there's usually something I can put on that's kind of soothing and calming. But I love showing up somewhere early, popping a short meditation on, listening to it in the car, which is actually my favorite place to sit and meditate. And I think that app Headspace makes it really easy. There's some others too that I've tried, but Headspace is the one I keep coming back to.
All right. On my Apple Watch has a little reminder, and it reminds me about 3 times a day to stop, push the chair away from the desk, take a deep breath, go look at the flowers, go water the plants on the terrace, go, do the thing with the dog, yes. Just take a minute. And I think that's really nice. I think it's very, very helpful.
It's important, and especially, in a profession where you need to be calm and you need to be open to receiving information and emotion from other people. It's important to give some space to yourself to help process that and then be ready for whatever's going to come during the day.
Boy, that is so true. All right, next question. What outdoor activity haven't you tried yet, but would like to in future?
Oh, cross-country skiing, which I know sounds crazy because I live in Arizona now, but I'm originally from Wisconsin and grew up with a lot of winter activities. I learned to downhill ski far too late. I was, I think, 12 or 13 the first time I got on skis. And so I've remained a little bit terrified of downhill. But I have this theory that I would really love cross country because I happen to enjoy winter. I love being outside and love playing in the snow. I haven't had the chance. I'm not back in snowy climates much in the winter, but one of these days I'm going to get out there on cross country skis.
There you go. Well, just 4 hours north of you, you've got Flagstaff. You'll have to take a little road trip and go try it on for size.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's enough. All right. Next question. Who is your favorite cartoon or comic book character?
Oh, wow. Well, growing up, it was definitely Wonder Woman. I loved everything about Wonder Woman. I actually still love Wonder Woman. I thought Gal Gadot was a great Wonder Woman, but I wanted to be Linda Carter's Wonder Woman. And I wanted the invisible plane, and I wanted the lasso, and I especially wanted the tiara. So I think I've got to stick with that classic and say Wonder Woman,
Yeah,
always and
I had
forever.
I had the lunchbox.
So did I. So did I.
Wow. Yeah. The good old days when people had lunchboxes. All right.
Absolutely.
If you were to enter a talent show, what would you be performing for us?
Oh. Well, I was a pretty good musician in high school, and I sort of abandoned that when I got to college. So part of me says I would play the piano for you, which is my best instrument these days, although I don't practice as much as I should. But I secretly really love writing poetry and making up rhymes. So I think my preference would be I would do some spoken word for you, maybe a little rap, probably to the embarrassment of my family. But I think I'll go with the poetry because it's a little bit more unexpected.
Excellent talent to have. I like that answer very much. Now, the next question, somewhat divisive,
Okay.
not obligated to answer, but if you feel so inclined, does pineapple have any business being on pizza?
No, no, I can't do it. I'm not into mixing the sweet and the savory like that. And also I think it's too juicy. I like nice crisp pizza. And for me, pineapple is just a little bit too soft and squishy. I also, probably less common, I object to mushrooms on pizza for the same reason. It's a texture kind of thing for me. If they're hidden under the cheese, I'll eat them. But if I know they're there, I'll go around them or I'll pick them off. So I'm going to take a hard pass on the pineapple, Natalie.
I don't want to say you're wrong, but that was not the right answer. All right. Next question. What profession other than ADR would you most like to try?
I would love to be a writer. I would love to be a writer. So, my poetry comment earlier, I've got my little notebooks with my list of topics for poems. I've had some ideas for children's books off and on, but I don't really think of myself as a writer, even though I write in a professional context. And it's something I'd really like to try, maybe someday.
Someday. So tomorrow could be the beginning of your someday. You just
It
gotta
could be. I'm going to go skiing and write a poetry book.
do it. Just got to do it. All right. And then I'll ask you the same question I ask all of my guests on the Idle Chat. And that is, what do you love most about the resolution industry and the work that we do?
Oh, I love the creativity. I love that we're not confined by the remedies that a court can craft. I love that we are free to structure a process in a way that works best for the litigants, that they're not confined to a certain order of things or a certain mode or method or timing of meeting. And I love the piece that you sometimes see on people's faces at the end of something, the relief when it sinks in and they realize we have solved this problem. So you spend this time being creative with someone, being in the trenches with them, outside of the confines of the legal system, which I think sometimes just isn't the best way to truly solve an underlying issue. And then you get rewarded with that sense of peacefulness and calm that comes from somebody realizing that a stressful time in their life is over. And that's not just true for the plaintiff's side. Litigation can be stressful for a corporate defendant as well. And it's I think, very rewarding to see the benefit of that.
Oh, I absolutely agree. And if someone were interested in getting in touch with you, what's the best way for them to do that?
Best way for them to do that is to reach out to me through email or on my website, which is my full name, alexispfeiffer.com. And my email address is just my first initials, ap@alexispfeiffer.com. I do virtual and in-person mediations in and around Arizona, focusing on employment and personal injury disputes. I'm always happy to meet new counsel, meet new clients, and work on solving their problems.
Excellent. Well, they would be lucky to have you. Thanks so much for joining me for an idle chat. It's been a pleasure to get to know you a little bit.
Same, Natalie. And next time you're in Phoenix, drop by and maybe we'll drive up north and go skiing.
Good plan. I like it very much. All right. Thanks very much.
Take care.